just passed the basketball hall, which is my second home. This is the sport I love, and if I wasn't as short as I am, I would be playing. My second love is rock music. Would you mind some rock music on this trip?
My name is Ioana Vutova. I have just graduated from the high school. I am applying for the university where I would like to study psychology, and at the same time I'm working for Trussell as a translator. I don't have a specific hobby. I just like going out with my friends. I'm interested in movies, in fashion, and in music. I like rock music just like Mimi.
First thing I want to say to Annie is that it's great that she's decided to join the team. She will see a lot of lives changed. She will also see some failures. She will have a lot of heartache as well. And what I will tell her is to use the power of the successes and keep going despite the heartache sometimes.
I don't think I can give her some advice. She's doing really well and she's helping me very much, so I'm very grateful to her for being my partner and being my friend at the same time.
My friends think that this is a difficult job and they wouldn't want to do it, but I think they admire what I do.
Some of them are very skeptical because in Bulgaria actually the Roma people are considered very bad and with very low hygiene. So some of them think that I'm crazy to do it, but I have some friends who do the same thing.
This is on the edge of one of the largest Roma community in Bulgaria. This is Stara Zagora and it has 27,000 people in it. Bulgaria has a population of 7 million and about 1 million of them live in conditions like this. I'm here to meet our partners from World Without Borders who are outreach workers in this community. They deliver social and health education to the people who live in the community and they're going to show us where they work, people here.
Здравейте! Аз съм Мириана, здравейте! Разбрахме се, че ще се видим, здравейте! Как сте?
Благодарим много добре. Заповядайте.
This is Tony. She first got involved when she attended a health education course. From that moment she got involved, started running the course and now she's an outreach worker with them. And this is Maria. She's been the post lady for this region for 30 years and literally she knows everyone here, which helps her a lot in her job now as an outreach worker.
Ще им обясним, а? Добре. Ами, айде водете, аз не знам, водете, защото аз... Добре, мерси много, мерси.
Tony has been telling me about a survey they did with 100 women who were pregnant. They were all aged between 14 and 40. Each one of them has had at least one abortion. We can see people here, they're greeting us, they're very warm. They want to say hi, even those people want their baby filmed. They start greeting in Bulgarian, they go on in Roma language, which I don't understand, so I'm not sure what they're saying to each other. The edge of the community is not the poorest area. We can see bigger houses here. We were asking about this particular one. Tony said it belongs to a moneylender or loan shark. This person gives money to the people in the community and then they really get in trouble if they don't give it back with interest. And the interest sometimes goes up to 40 and 50%. We're going to Skrovena, where the house of Joshua is. We're going to meet Annie there.
Цеци, здравей отново.
Annie is talking to Teti, who is a very successful resident of the house of Joshua. He joined us a year ago and he's kept his first job since then. What we're trying to do is to prepare him to move into the second unit, where he will be more independent, and with less support he'll be able to make the one step further towards independence. And he's ready to move on. The state could not do a lot about those people. First, because it has limited resources. We are a poor country. We've only joined the EU 2 years ago. And people worry about things like infrastructure and economics and other big things. And work with people like this needs to come from relationships, which the state couldn't do. The state tells people what to do. Here you need a loving approach. My love comes from God. I do this in belief that this is God's will. This is the house of Joshua. We're going now around the back where you can see Unit 1 and Unit 2. That is Unit 2, where our young people go in their second year when they are more independent. And this is Unit 1, where our young people join us when they first come here. Ей, Ани! Цеци, здравейте! Здрасти, Цеци! Как си? Ти си дошла вече?
Да, доктор Димитър.
О, здрасти!
Добре, ти как си?
И аз съм добре. Това къщата, харесва ли ти?
Много силно съм впечатлена, ама да ми разкажеш нещо повече, да ми покажеш.
Добре, предполагам, че Цеци ти е показал, обаче това е общата стая. Тук те се хранят и гледат телевизия. Това всъщност е така нещо като холче. We meet in the living area. This is where our young people eat, they cook for themselves, this is where they watch TV. Да, там са им спалните. Ето тук, the first two bedrooms are for the two boys. This is Teti's bedroom. It's neat and tidy, and he insists that it stays like this always. Моята стая специално не е такава. И е в една цеска, освен това, което може да бъде. Ето, това е стаята на Митко. This is Mitko's bedroom. He's obviously a fan of local Plovdiv, which is a football team. Неговата стая също е подредена. Да. Митко си е на Пловдив при техните, защото имат празник семейен. Така, тук има още една спалня. There's a girl's bedroom, which is much the same. And this is the IT room. Here they learn IT skills, they use the internet, they Skype their friends and spend quite a lot of time. Ей, Стоиле! Какво става, бе? This is Stoil. Как си? He's the first ever resident of the house of Joshua. He's been with us for 2 years now and he's coming to the end of his stay. He lives in the second unit and he's inviting us to see it. Другата къща. Всъщност това е втората част от къщата на Джошуа. Втората годината, когато са по-независими. Нали? Супер. Ей, Коци, ти си тук. Здрасти. In Unit 2 we're meeting Kostadin. He's just come back from a job interview and he's telling us that it went really well. And I asked him about the life in the house of Joshua. And his answer was that actually it was much easier in year 1 when he had the house parent always around to support. Year 2 is a bit more difficult because he is expected to take care of himself. Stoil does not agree with this. He thinks it's the same and he likes his freedom in the second unit. He's been longer in Unit 1 and probably this is why he felt more prepared for the second year. Добре тогава, мерси, че ни показахте. Радвам се, че се запознахме, да. Чао за сега. Добре.
Домакинята
Annie was
всъщност е
interested
важният
in what the
възрастен
house
младеж,
parent does.
който живее с тях вкъщи
And
и ги учи как да се
this
грижат
is
за себе си.
actually the person who plays the role of the important adult in the life of those young people. She's there to provide loving care and to assist with life skills and social skills. It's really worrying that they have no perspective, or the perspective they have is crime and prostitution.
These girls that you can see on the road over there, they're prostitutes. This is what young people who leave state care are most likely to end up in. It's the easiest thing they could do, it's the closest thing to them, and there's nothing we can do but to try to persuade them to take the harder road and try to make a success out of their lives.
We've now been walking for 20 minutes. It's hot and we're getting into the poor area. At this point we had to keep asking what we could film and what we couldn't. And one thing we could not show you in this film is this car, this huge, expensive German car which passed by with 3 men inside. Asked what those people are. Tony said they're probably pimps who come here to get girls to work for them. Another survey was including 100 boys. Asked what they want to do in the future, 76 of them said that they want to become pimps. There's a tree of plums which Tony really likes. She says every time she goes near to one of those, she's asking people to give her some, and those friendly lads here don't mind sharing their fruit with her. It's a little sour, but it's good. It's refreshing in this hot weather. We're getting up the hill now. It's 35 degrees. We're going into that area of the community which has the poorest houses. They were built in the last 10 years and they're illegal. They're outside of what was the initial community. People here are afraid that their housing will be knocked down, and so they're starting to get a little cautious about why we're here and why we're filming. There's this poor house which catches our interest. It looks empty. We see the luggage of a family who probably come at some point. Tony said they live here sometimes. And now we have their curious neighbors arriving. This cute little girl which we asked how old she was. She couldn't really say. And there's the other girl who can count up to 10. The big one is 7 years old.
До 10, я, едно.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Браво. А след 10?
Знаеш ли?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20.
Преди до 20 можеш.
Further up the hill we meet this old lady. The young boy with her is her 4-year-old grandson, whom she takes care of. His father is coming out of jail on Monday after a year in prison. She's willing to show us her house. It's a small house, 1 bed, what we can see that it's really tidy and really clean. Winters in Bulgaria are quite severe. Temperatures go down to minus 20 degrees, and this hill is probably not the best place you would want to be. It's hard to say what I think. It's, as I said, I've been to another gypsy community, a smaller one, and what I can see here is out of control. I think it's huge, and it seems to be growing in an uncontrollable way, and there's nothing outside of this that they have access to. And what our friends do here, it brings the only outside world into their homes and into their lives, and helps with their health. But that's all they've got, and I don't think anyone here plays basketball or listens to rock music or has access to internet, and this is their world, and that's all they have, what they have today and what they'll have tomorrow.